Good afternoon. This is Sue Scheets from sushystamps.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to share with you some cards that I've made using the Stamparatus. At the last upline meeting called the Butterfly Friends, we made 7 elements that were similar to this that illustrated each one of the techniques that we learned about that day. I'm going to show you the cards that I've made with the elements, and then next week, starting on Tuesday, and for the next 7 Tuesdays after that, I'm going to actually share a video showing you how I created the element with my Stamparatus. So let's get started looking at the cards. So this first element was for 2, 3, 4, or more step stamping with the Stamparatus. Now the Stamparatus has 2 plates, one on the side and one on the top, and when you use those plates, then you can actually stamp several images. So come back Tuesday and I'll share how to make that one. This is the card that I made using that little sample that we made. I tried to get some of the colors that were in the card in the background with the cardstock, and I put black on the back to accentuate the black of the card. And then the little saying is from Itty Bitty Birthdays, and I saw there was a big space right here, and I thought that that saying would look good right there. So that is an example of 2, 3, 4 or more step stamping. The next card that I'm going to share is this card, and this is called the layered colored stamping. So the first thing we did to make this beautiful flower, the variated colors, is we stamped it with the lightest color, which would be the yellow, and then we stamped it on our card. Now everything is lined up so you can do multiple stamping and your image will still end up in the same place. So the next time, without cleaning off the image, we used the next darkest color and stamped almost all the way. You can use a dauber to make sure you get your color exactly where you want it. And then we stamped it on our flower. And then the third time, we put the darkest color right here and then stamped it on the flower that was already on the paper, and we got this wonderful graduated effect. And this is called layered colored stamping. The next thing that we did was use wreath stamping, and I have posted a YouTube video on my YouTube channel, which is Sue Scheets, and I have posted a video on how to do wreath stamping, and the background right here is what we did on the Stamparatus, and also we put this little border on with the Stamparatus. So I will show you how to make this card in a video, even though I've already showed you how to use, how to create a wreath with your Stamparatus. The next thing that we did is called mirror stamping. Now the original stamp has the little creature facing this direction, but you'll notice on this card I've got him facing the opposite direction. Well, in mirror stamping, you can use a silicone mat and stamp on it, and it helps you get your creature reversed. And I really did not do any extra coloring on the outline of the creatures. The Stamparatus helped me do that. That's technique number 4. Technique number 5, we actually made this card at our meeting, but it's called the Hinge Stamping. And so Robin designed this card for us. She layered all these wonderful things together on the Stamparatus where she wanted them on the top of the card. And then the Stamparatus plates are able to be pulled up at a 90-degree angle and moved down. And when you do that, then you can stamp the saying again and move it again, and there you've got it 3 times. So that is a great way to get multiple images on your card with just moving your Stamparatus. Your stamp stays exactly the same. So that is called hinge stamping. Then the next technique is called faded hinge stamping. So you see how the amazing gets lighter and lighter and lighter each time it's stamped. Well, the first time it was stamped twice. And that's the other great thing about a Stamparatus. You can stamp it once, and then you can fold it back and ink it again, and stamp it twice, and it goes in exactly the same spot. Then it was stamped a second time without re-inking it, a third time without re-inking, and a fourth time without re-inking. And that makes it look faded. And for this card, I kind of thought the bottom one, even though it was done with Mossy Meadow, I thought it kind of looked like soft sea foam. So I accented the card with the colors that I saw on our accent pieces. So that's technique number 6. Technique number 7, this is the card we made, and it's a great technique to, if you're going to stamp on a very detailed image that you cut out with a framelit. So the first thing that you do is you cut it out with a framelit on a piece of scrap paper. And then you cut out, and this is especially good if you want to make a lot of these cards. So then you cut the green image out, let's say 4 times, because you want to make 4 cards exactly like this. When you cut it out of your scrap paper, there's a hole in the middle that's exactly the same image as this cup. So you stick your piece that you have cut out in the hole, and then you locate your stamp so that it will stamp on this perfectly, and then you can stamp on it, and then pull it off, and then stamp another cup, pull it off, put another cup in the hole, stamp it. I will be able to, when I do the video on this technique, I will be able to show you personally exactly how that goes. So I hope that you've had fun looking at these cards, and I hope that you'll come to my web blog on Tuesday to see the videos. If you miss it on Tuesday, then you can always look at it on YouTube. My YouTube channel is just my name, Sue Scheets. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and have a great day, and happy stamping!